Hello everybody and welcome back to something of Zowo.
Hello.
May and I turned
Hi.
up rhythm while we were gone. Okay, what of Zowo is it again? It's
The world of Zowo, I believe.
Realm of Zowo.
Realm of Zowo. Realm of Zowo.
The island of Zowo.
What's an island?
How do you know
Anyway,
we're not an island that's being carried by turtles?
Turns out it's a peninsula.
How would a
world of
peninsula-
Zowo is flat.
how would a peninsula be carried by a turtle?
Listen,
Yes.
my campaign already has a city on the back of a turtle. So,
Well, technically, it's a city inside of a turtle.
okay.
It's a city
What's the-
inside of a turtle inside of a city inside of a turtle.
No, it's a shipyard. It's a city that has a shipyard. And it's on the back of a mechanical turtle.
Inside a turtle.
And it's mine.
Anyway.
I own it.
Okay, so welcome back. We are once again joined by the intrepid characters.
Azademnia.
Ratthew Boyle.
Flax.
I said flax.
Oh,
No,
we
you-
just heard.
We didn't hear you. We didn't hear
No, you just which, to be honest, is pretty in character.
Yes.
And Charizard.
I
The
like how you
pushover.
can. I like how
Yeah,
you can tell
like
what
that.
kind of character each of these are just by their name. There's the try-hard one. There's the silly one. The overly exhausted one, and then there's just the last one. And fourth kind,
Hold up. Hold up.
the
hold up.
Hufflepuff.
No,
I'm a
no, no,
Hufflepuff.
no, no. I'm not that.
The wizard.
Well, the question is,
Yeah.
who's who?
You're the
Cat wants to
try-hard.
be a Ravenclaw, but they are a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I hope that J.K. Rowling ends up going bankrupt.
That would be the dream.
Same.
That would be the dream. Or loses the rights to Harry
No, see,
Potter.
that would be great. Just like,
Then we can have all the Harry Potter fan fictions we want.
Yeah.
Can she just lose all of the rights to Warner Brothers or something?
Could she just lose?
Yeah, can she lose?
that would be
Can
great.
she,
Yeah.
can she stop living in a castle and have to live in a studio apartment or something?
Yeah.
Can we have
Maybe
like
that can
negative?
relate to her audience.
Can we
Now,
have,
have her
like
live in a
negative money
lighthouse.
for shitty books? She has to pay money whenever she comes out with a new shitty book.
We should probably
Anyway,
redo the intro.
Ugh, fine.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Is it fine?
Good.
Where we left off.
Okay, fine. Well, last time we left off with our intrepid adventurers robbing a bagel store, coming
An
home.
abandoned bagel store.
Yes, it was abandoned.
No, it wasn't. Anyway,
It was locked up.
yes, it was locked
was
up
It was
because it was
boarded
in the
up.
ghetto.
Yeah, it was boarded up.
Because it was
That's
in
There
the
was
ghetto.
boards over the door.
In the
Yeah.
ghetto.
Because it was in the
So it was
ghetto.
abandoned. And
You
It
live in
had
the
a
ghetto.
glass door that wasn't broken.
You live
yeah,
in the
it
ghetto.
was boarded and chained up. It was and it had dust, like it hadn't been used in over a year.
Yeah,
It was
you did say
abandoned.
that it had a year's worth of dust built up on every surface.
And
Anyway.
it's, not like,
Abandoned.
it's not like we took anything important other than bagels,
We didn't
Yeah,
even take bagels. We took
coffee.
we took yeast, coffee, and poppy seeds.
You tried to steal an industrial piece of equipment.
Yeah, you were
And
being
failed.
tried.
Anyway, and after
We
our
didn't
intrepid
try to
adventure,
steal it. We wanted to, but you were very vague with how it worked.
Yeah, I thought
told
it was
you
like
it
a
was-
separate. I thought
No,
it
it
was like
was-
a separate, like a thing separate from.
We
yeah, no, it's
specifically
built into the
asked,
counter.
"Is it built into the wall?" And you
Yes.
said it is an industrial coffee machine.
Yeah, which isn't, which is not a yes.
It is a yes.
But it's not a no.
It has to be built into the wall to get the like water and shit. Because it's that, like, you know,
Anyway.
it's an industrial. Anyway,
You
Anyway,
can
we
buy
took magic
industrial
drugs.
strength. You can buy industrial strength coffee machines off Amazon.
Anyway, welcome back.
Anyway, we took magic drugs and Flax turned beige.
And then you
Oh yeah.
met.
Yeah.
And then you met again with the local drug lord. Well, not drug
Yeah.
lord. The local pimp lord. Is that?
Or something with a
Yeah,
unicorn.
he was a pimp. He had a cane.
Yeah, I know. Is that a term? Pimp lord?
No,
it's like
it's
a
just
drug
pimp.
lord. It's a.
It's just pimp.
He's the lord of the
It's just
pimps.
pimp. He's the pimp daddy.
That actually makes sense. God damn it. Anyway.
I
So,
don't,
yes.
I don't think they were called that until around the 70s, so...
Anyway.
Yeah, right now he's just
He's the
kingpin.
prostitute man. Kingpin works.
Yeah. He's the local.
He's the
He's the
area
local.
kingpin.
He's the local slumlord and gang leader. Okay.
Crime boss.
Slumlord. Anyway.
Boss of crime.
Crime man.
Crime man.
Ah.
He stops crime with crime.
Fighter of the law, man. Ah! Champion of the drugs.
Law. That sounds like a terrible superhero.
I'm Crime Man. Yeah.
And then
I'm
super.
crime man. I shall stop you with crime. Solve the murder by murdering the murder. That's just Daredevil, actually.
No,
That's
it's
just
Punisher.
Dexter.
Punisher is the one who does that.
Yeah.
Daredevil
No, that is
is
Punisher.
I mean, Daredevil too.
No, but what if
No,
my
dude.
like your superpower is just petty crime, and it's just like I pickpocket you. Here is your evidence, policeman.
That's leverage. Leverage.
Anyway, so yeah, you were visited by the crime man.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit happened.
Yep.
Yeah, we drugged the crime man with the last of the drugs.
Was it something
you
involving a
also drugged
unicorn?
your wizard. You also drugged
You
your
summoned
wizard.
you summoned a unicorn, and the unicorn and the crime man fought, and then the unicorn gave sage advice to our friend Chat here, then ran away, disappeared, and the
Yep.
crime man said that you can either work for him, or alternatively, work for him, but not officially. Those are your two options that
Yeah,
he gave
and then
you.
we kicked him out,
He left.
and he did not leave his chair, unfortunately.
You know, his chair is in another apartment somewhere in the building.
Flax
You don't
thinks
know.
we should go look for that chair.
I'm pretty
So
sure
anyway.
the chair is our lowest priority right now, Flax.
Then what would
I
be our
mean-
highest?
So you
the
wake up.
cavalcade.
Yeah. It. all
So
that
you guys
happened and then
went
we
to
go bed.
sleep.
Wait,
Because
did-
it was a very long
we
day.
didn't?
Yeah, no, you guys did. You went to sleep, so you gotta wake up before having a conversation.
Oh, I thought it was like right after the.
No.
Crime
You
Lord
guys,
left.
you guys went to sleep at the end of the last session.
Right.
Because
You wake up in the morning.
because injuries.
You have all
Right,
returned to your beds, except for Chat, presumably, unless Chat wanted to go, at that like 1 a.m. fucking subway home.
While
At this-
high.
Yeah, that chat would still be high.
Yeah, that's not the kind of thing you want to do on the subway home.
Yeah, no.
Probably what
Fla-
happened is that
Flax
Azza
locked the
took
door.
Chat to her room.
Yeah, so those two
Yeah.
are in the other room, and Flax and
As is
Ratthew.
the responsible one.
As is the group mom.
Yeah,
Yep.
then we're getting a
the
long
group
rest.
mommy.
Yes.
Anyway, so you wake up in the morning. Ratthew is the first one to wake up in the first room. The main room.
Ah. Okay. Oh man, what a dream. Sorry, I had to rub my eye. Flax, wake up. You like
Is awake.
Definitely
Flax
awake.
woke up. Flax woke up.
Yeah,
any
okay.
minute. Yeah, am I green? Am I green again?
Yes, you are now green.
Oh, thank goodness. Flax, can I roll something
It is
to go
after
ahead and
midnight.
but like
What do
but
you
like,
want to roll
he-
for?
I want to roll to try and get started on processing those poppy seeds to like extract the.
Yeah, sure, you
the-
can do that.
All right. Would be intelligence, right? You'd be my
Yes.
alchemist.
And yeah, no, Flax and Ratthew. Flax, you lost your color change effect, and Ratthew, you are
I know, I lost my porcupine.
no
Okay,
longer in possession of a
21
porcupine.
No, wait, not 21. What is our proficiency level right now?
Two.
We have a proficiency bonus of +2.
Okay, so
Dos.
then yeah, 21.
Porque no los dos.
Porque lost dos.
21 to extract poppy sap from.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
had to-
Flax is awake.
uh,
Flax woke up an hour ago. Flax is already at work.
What about Chad?
Hold on.
Chat
Uh,
is sleeping with Azza.
Did not hold up there. Let's reword that.
Cat is sleeping in Az's apartment.
Better.
What? We're not using phrasing anymore.
Like
Look,
I
I'm
think
pretty
it'll
sure
be-
there's like a 20-year age difference between the two.
yes, absolutely.
Very much so.
Very much
20 plus.
So, just know that like I might be feeling like touchy feely, but like.
I think Azza has children that are as old as Chat.
Yep.
Maybe.
Flax is gonna offer a cup of coffee to Ratthew.
Yes.
As wakes up. Sorry.
So, Flax, how did you sleep?
Flax does not remember.
Well, I think I'm religious now.
Interesting.
I met my god?
Interesting.
I thought you were gonna say you met your maker.
Yeah, I met my maker in a dream.
Flax thinks that you have been hitting too much of the sugar.
And whose fault
Wink,
is that?
wink.
I met my maker? Well, technically, he made the prototype for rats.
Flax is not religious. Flax believes
He said I would have been much better if I was made out of high-tension steel and aluminum. Also, he brings words of importance. He told me to watch out for the war in the West, for it comes from the East.
That does not make any sense. How
It
can
probably
war
will
and West
later.
come
I don't know, Eastern invaders to the West?
But if they're to the west, then how are they Eastern invaders?
Because they're invaders from the East.
Yes, but you said they were from the west.
No, the war's in the West.
Our west or their west?
I think West in relation to the country?
Which country?
Or perhaps world? I don't know. Well, it'll probably make more sense as time goes.
Wait, did that cow say something about war in the west?
You mean
Cow?
an oracle? It was a fox.
Does
cat-
Flax remember the fox as a cow? Because there was milk
Flax-
involved.
Flax, yes, but also remember Flax was high the entire time.
Flax was high the entire time.
Flax
And only
is
came
high the
down-
entire time.
And only came down when Azza used cure wounds or whatever.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. So Flax does have a different memory of that event.
Mm-hmm.
Flax vaguely remembers something about the cow saying something about the West.
I'm sure it'll make sense later. And now we go to Azza and Chad. Ooh. Wibble wobble transition. Ooh.
I don't have that power. This isn't a visual medium. And I don't know how to play a harp, and I am way too lazy to get a harp sound effect.
Cut to just
Okay, then smash
Azza
cut.
and Chad's door, and it just says 5 minutes earlier.
I said,
Asa
yeah.
Asa wakes up and looks over to Chat, who she let have the sleeping bag essentially, because I feel like she would need more. And then goes and like just taps her on the shoulder. Chat, are you awake? Chat?
What am I doing here? What am I doing here?
Easy. Crazy shit went on last night. Don't worry, nothing happened. To my knowledge, I'll have to ask Flax about that. But I remember a mob boss, something about a unicorn, and
Okay.
something else.
Oh, wait, unicorn? Okay, I distinctly remember that from my dream. Wise unicorn came over to tell me wise words about a upcoming conflict, about trusting a dangerous man. I guess that would probably mean the mob boss, if that's the case.
Flashback. The chat's memory is just the unicorn saying, "Don't let that man talk to you. He's no good."
If that man talks to you, that is no good.
Flashback.
I
Yeah,
need that
but
wibble
it's
sound.
like flashback from Chat's point of view, so it's like very, very sparkly, and everyone's got like sickeningly saccharine expressions.
You know, look like a
Yeah.
bad anime.
Yeah, like it's all in a like chibi style.
There's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's
That is
no good.
no good.
No good.
And I love
I tried to watch The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but
Oh no shit.
it's too zany for me. But unfortunately, I can't watch
Sat-Am?
I can't watch Sat-Am on Amazon Prime.
Rip.
I grew up watching
Because
the
of-
other one.
Hey, but I'm pretty sure it's all. I'm pretty sure
Underground?
the entire thing's
Yes.
on YouTube. So
Underground is the one where they seriously fuck up Knuckles'
Yes.
character model and the whole perspective.
That's the one where Knuckles has a hat. He
Yeah,
has the Ken
Hilarious.
Penders cowboy hat.
yeah, and also the one with the baby robot Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Wibble wobble, back to the game. Chit chat.
Alright,
Back.
so, would you like anything to eat? I'm sure we can find something.
I don't know. It's like I feel bad. Like, just like I'm not so sure about eating. Like,
Alright, well, let's go see Flax and Ratthew. And with that, as I will help Chat to her feet and start heading for the door.
Woo.
Oh yeah, we took a long rest specifically so that I could infuse my items.
Yep.
Which, by the way, we never did talk about that bag of holding.
Nope. That's your fault. You're the one that has to remember things like that. Because I sure as hell will not. Anyway.
And then just on Ratthew and Flex's door.
Ratthew, go get
Bye.
him. Flax is busy.
Okay, okay. I go up to the door. I look through the peephole.
It's Aza.
I open the door. What do you want? It's early.
Do you remember anything that happened last night?
Yeah, I didn't get too smashed. That old hyena guy came. There was like a whirlwind of magic in the room. I had a porcupine.
Where's that porcupine, by the way?
He returned to the magic.
Oh,
The
boy.
contract ended at midnight, so he went away.
We talk about this at all to anyone else, we are going to sound crazy.
Thinks that we should just pretend it never happened. Would you like a cup of coffee? And I offer a cup of coffee to Azza.
Actually, yes, I would. She takes it and starts drinking.
When Flax
It's
sees that-
unfiltered,
that-
full of beans.
No, she knows how to make a good cup of coffee. She's an alchemist. An alchemist who can't make
crunchy.
coffee cannot call himself an alchemist.
Percolator.
She makes
Black
coffee with a
Tea sat and
vacuum
said,
filter.
Do not give any to the kitty. Bad things happen when she has coffee.
Right?
Wait, is all of this because of the coffee you drank?
As soon as you drink the coffee, earthquake.
Earthquake, old man, porcupines.
Unicorn.
It is because you drank coffee. So no coffee for
Also,
you.
I feel like I don't want to hurt the old man.
I don't think coffee does that to anyone.
Flax has
Because-
no qualms in assaulting the elderly.
Did you put something in my drink, Missy?
Did no such thing.
It
Why
sounds
would
like something you'd do.
Why would Flax ever do that? I nudge Flax.
I'm rolling like inside.
Okay. Number to beat's 15.
Hold on, mine's rolling.
This was not the music I meant to put on.
I rolled a 3,
Flax seems
but
like,
my deception is specifically saying that Flax would never do that, and Flax's deception is that she didn't.
Yeah.
So what did you roll?
For insight.
Inside nice. Okay, here we go.
What were you custom rolling on Sunday?
What'd you roll?
That's a 20.
Oh, yeah, no. Flax definitely seems to have slipped something in there.
Why? Why?
That's no-
Fun.
Wait,
Flax knows
Would-
not what they're talking about.
did you give a minor drugs?
Flax,
You're a minor?
I am
Flax
only
would never
13.
give drugs to a child. You
I'm
know how
only-
expensive they are.
Wait, Flax, I don't think anyone said anything about drugs.
Just
What else would
because
get
Flax-
slipped into a drink?
Yeah.
Sugar? Cream?
Wait,
Yes.
how old is
has
Chad?
neither sugar nor cream.
How old is Chat?
I'm 14.
Why is she
Oh.
in college?
She's a little like an advanced student.
I thought she was like 17 or 18.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like,
no, she's
20.
14.
We are adventuring with a child.
Flax would never waste her product on someone so small in stature without compensation.
it's like one of
If
those anime
Chat
where
is
the
accusing- If Chat is accusing Flax of slipping something into her drink, then Chat must pay for what was allegedly slipped.
Main character turns out to be a child and nobody
3
knew
gold.
about it.
And Flax holds out her hand.
You thinking I'm gonna give you 3 gold? I'm thinking about like just getting back to like my college right now.
Well,
Or
if you
the
do
stuff
not
you
pay
pull.
Flax, then I guess that means that you did not get anything in your coffee, and it was a regular brew.
It doesn't matter if you deny it or like actually confirm it. Because
And
right
you know,
now,
and you know what they say: those who denied it supplied it.
Flax did no such thing.
I
Flax,
don't think that
if
applies to drugs.
If in hypotheticals Flax did slip someone something, then they owe Flax compensation. If Chat is accusing Flax of slipping something, then Chat owes Flax compensation for it.
Okay, let's me find the bag where I stashed them. Then, if they're still there, then then you didn't do it.
Flax used the last of it on the old man.
Wait, how did you get it?
You need to be better at hiding things. You hid it in our apartment, so...
Touche.
Like, it's not that hard to take the mirror off the wall.
Yes, it is not that hard to lift the top of the toilet reservoir.
I think it's called a tank.
Flax was never sure. Flax did
Well-
not grow up with plumbing, such as this.
Gross.
Yeah, we kind of have something in common.
You did have
Flax
plumbing.
grew up in a swamp.
I grew up on a farm. We didn't really have indoor bathroom plumbing.
Flax did have plumbing.
Not for bathrooms.
We
The
had
plumbing-
outhouses.
Plumbing was mainly used for the distilleries and the lab.
You lived on a plantation house. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, I'm gonna roll deception and claim that was a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, 14.
Does anyone care enough to, like, try to see if that was a lie? Because I don't think you
19.
should.
Yeah, no, Flax. You get the feeling Flax is telling the truth about growing up
Not
in the swamp,
knowing.
but Flax is definitely lying about not having plumbing.
Anyway. Apparently there's a war coming on.
I'm what?
Okay, so I was summoned by my god in a dream. And by my god, I don't mean the god that I worship. I mean the god who created me.
Okay.
He summoned me in a dream. He tried to have me answer a riddle, but I didn't solve it, so I didn't get a prize. But what did happen is that he told me to watch out for the war in the west, for it comes from the east.
Didn't that oracle say something about us traveling
See,
by a?
that's what Flax was saying. Flax said the cow said something similar.
She was
Cow.
a fox.
Yes, she was a fox. I mean, the
In
milk may
Flax's
have come from a
defense,
cow,
she was
but
drunk.
I was expecting Flax to be like, Flax does not care how attractive she was. This is
Flax-
like...
Flax remembers that meeting very differently.
But she
You
said
were
that
high.
She did say that if we were to travel together. Curse this brain.
That we would get money.
No, I don't think it was maybe that. It was something about traveling together to the east, I want to say.
Wait, so the cow said we should go east. Ratthew says we should go west.
Oh, or
Flax- That's
Going by
not-
where we are in this country, we're in the east. I'm not saying we have to go west, but
Unfortunately, I can't remember the words of the oracle. I just remember that we were all supposed to travel together.
and if you, listener, can't remember the words of the oracle, make sure to check out the first episode.
No, don't do that, please.
I have an inkling.
Ignore that. Ignore that order. Belay that order.
By the way, Jockey, can you post the map real quick? The world map?
Yeah.
Well, we're in the New York equivalent,
Oh, yeah,
so
never
we're in
mind.
the east.
I found it. It was in the, I'm just gonna put it in notes. So that we have
Okay.
easy access.
What's
So,
this music?
Blippy trance.
so we're in like the central northern area?
Okay, you see that little
We're in
island
the
that has
green.
green and orange on it?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
That's
on
where we
that. You're up there. You're near there.
Alright, so we're on the western side of the eastern continent. No, we're on the eastern side of the western continent.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
So we're almost in the center of the world.
Yeah.
Flax thinks we should go southeast. To an
If
island
it's-
nearby.
If it's good for all of you, I think we should all go get breakfast. I'm hungry.
That is a good idea.
That's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. What did
Okay.
that old man say last night?
I
Did
don't
he say he
remember.
was meeting us today?
I do not remember.
Flax does not remember either.
So,
If you listen,
I, the player, remember.
I want to. You know, every
I-
time I want to address you, all four of you as a group, instead of saying the players or you adventurers, I keep wanting to say y'all motherfuckers.
I mean, it still applies.
I'm gonna, as
It
we're
does, though.
leaving to go grab some breakfast, I'm gonna toss a ration in the bucket.
He does not need to eat, and
I
yet
don't
he
care. I'm
does eat
tossing
it.
it to him.
He does eat it.
Yeah.
He also is trying to get into the poppy seeds.
No. I pick bucket up and put him in the bathroom.
You put him in the bathtub.
Yeah. That bathtub probably needs some cleaning.
He's trying to get out of the bathtub, but he can't crawl over the lid because he's just slightly too short.
Yeah, but like every place that he hops and slides down, there's just a perfectly clean spot.
Yeah.
nice clean porcelain.
This, my friends, is what what dungeon creators call a Roomba. This is a dungeon Roomba. Anyway.
See how it removes the dirt and grime?
Scrub people!
Flax thinks that we should get a
It's a Mr. Clean
maid
product.
hat for Bucket. Bucket would look adorable with a maid hat.
There totally would be a Mr. Clean product that's just a tiny gelatinous
the-
cube.
Question: what kingdom is this world's version of France? What's it called?
Fantasy,
There isn't
fantasy
one.
France.
Maybe
There isn't one.
Chad
France
Urbia?
to see.
There
Alright,
isn't one.
what's this?
Where
what's
would
the-
maid outfits come from?
What's this world's equivalent of elves and its elven kingdom? Like what animal?
But no, the elves
I don't know,
would be
probably-
like Fae. No, there's not. That's not exactly how it works.
Alright.
Gazelles.
Flax thinks that we should get a Fae maid
Okay, so
hat for
okay,
Bucket.
so there are 14 countries, sort of, and those are inspired by America, Japan, Rome, Arabia, / Persia, Greece, China, India, Germany, Egypt, Aztec, Mesopotamia, Maori, Ethiopia, and Australia. Some of those are slightly subject to change, but There are the three
But
named
no,
countries.
France was one of the 3 leading world powers in at one point.
It's kind of just been rolled into the Russia slash Canada thing that I haven't. I need to switch for one of these.
What animals are the main animal of this Canada?
Moose.
Bears and things. It's not
Beavers?
beavers. Just a beaver in a maid dress. That actually sounds great.
Flax thinks we
Moose
need to
are
get a
considered as
beaver-made
large
hat.
creatures. Moose people are large creatures. They are 10 feet tall and weigh 1 billion pounds.
They're furbolgs.
Anyway, I need to mix up these. I need to do them correctly. There are only 3 countries that are currently named, and those are Nihon, Archmeniad, and Kemet.
Oh no, you need to name all of them. Like I have all my.
Oh, I
kingdoms
do,
named.
but I was distracted gathering music instead.
Oof. So
Anyway, Are you sure Bucket wouldn't just eat the hat?
it's worth a try.
Yeah. Depends on how much the hat costs.
Try with something cheap first.
What did it cost? 50 gold?
The heck, no.
Okay, just side note. Remember, gelatinous cubes don't
Black fish
usually
hat.
eat the weapons of adventurers and things, and that's
Yeah,
presumably
it's just the meat.
no. But like, I assume that that's like a setting. Like they can eat it, but like the people that put them in their dungeon are like, well, no, I don't want it to eat the weapons because that's where I get money out of adventurers coming to attack me, and I get
We'll
compensation.
find out when we buy one. They can't cost that much. Like, I don't know, hats are only like 50 gold.
Anyway, so you guys go
My hat costs 2.
down the stairs.
Flax's hats, when she grew up, costed 50.
So
Look, I didn't grow up in my organization.
Mm-hmm. Sucks to suck, Ratthew.
Ratthew's whole people are stereotyped as criminals. Anyway, so you guys go down
The
the
creator
stairs.
is the criminal god of lockpicks.
Well, yeah. Who else would make rats? They have little hands for a reason.
So we go get food?
Yeah. No. So you go down the
Yes.
stairs.
Elevator? Because we fixed the elevator. We gotta use it.
You go down in the elevator. It is rickety. It plays shitty elevator music.
You say
As
right
expected.
as the music stops.
God damn it.
Oh, and then restarts.
I have it on loop, but of course it stops right then. I was pausing to make it sound. I don't mean that. I'm sorry, Kevin Mc whatever. Yeah.
McLeod.
Flax does not like this music. When
Uh,
Flax thinks we should buy this building and change the music.
It's gonna be a lot of gold.
She'll probably take it off for like 20. Have you seen this place? It's a shithole.
The lower floor is there.
Well, if we own the
The
building,
lower
we
floors are
can-
still kind of crap.
Yeah.
How about this?
Its elevator had an infestation of gelatinous cube.
Somebody let their cleaning products get a little too big.
Probably ate its former owner.
Cleaning products.
We,
Anyway,
if nothing gets too big, we should shave parts off and sell them as cleaning products.
I was about to suggest that if it got too big, we'd need to cut them in half.
Yes, that too.
you go out on the streets. The air is horrible because you live in a bad neighborhood, but it is a beautiful day. You see the the old men sitting around, just chatting. You know, like old men do, who have
Being
taken their
old.
yeah, you know, they've taken their folding chairs outside and went into a public byway and placed down a folding table to block traffic and started playing mahjong or some shit.
Chess.
Yeah, you know how it is.
There's a single old man off in the park playing chess by himself.
He wears
Yes,
funny
that's
glasses.
This is a Pixar reference.
Yeah.
He wears funny
Flax thinks
glasses.
that we should get chess. Chess is a good way to pass the time.
Chess could also be a
This
name
was
for
a
a
reference
character
to
in this
Jerry's
world.
game.
Yeah, I know. That's the guy that fixed up Woody in the sequel.
Yeah. He's fun. Anyway. What was I saying? Right, so you guys walk. You walk down the street. It takes you a little bit, but you slowly walk into a nicer neighborhood where there aren't, like, literally, like, nothing open. In your neighborhood, the only things open are, like, bars, and they're not open, they just, you know, they open at night.
Yeah.
They're not open this early in the morning. But the only places that's, like, the only kind of thing around. So you walk about 5-6 blocks across town towards the area that Chat stays in. And you find yourself at the very edge of your neighborhood. There is a diner. It's a rather small diner. It is metallic on the outside. Looks almost like it is a mobile home. And it is sitting in a square, square of concrete that is set into a graveyard. Like the graveyard has clearly been cut back to let this diner be placed within it. And
Well, this certainly looks reputable.
it smells great.
Great.
I wonder if they got good bagels. Do enjoy a good bagel.
Ooh, bagel.
Flax is craving eggs and bacon.
Eggs Benedict.
Chat, what about you?
Right now,
Chat's gonna order
me
off the kids
pancakes.
menu.
no. I need pancakes. Pancakes full with bacon strips. Also, give me some fruit, like strawberries and such on it, just so I can eat it with whipped cream.
What do you think this is? An IHOP? Anyway.
This is
The diners with
Anyway.
pancakes.
Yeah, no, so you walk inside. You're
Ratthew
guided.
wants a bagel and locks.
Okay. You're guided to a corner booth. The booth is squishy. It's got like leather seats. Everything's shiny and chrome.
Ooh, fancy.
Seems almost
How
futuristic.
How quaint.
You
Very
get the menus.
exotic.
You get the menus. The menus are those big kind with the the foldy ones.
Right.
Chat.
Flax will have an omelet with onions, chopped bell pepper, shrimp and crab meat, cheese and bacon, and 2 sides of sourdough toast.
Okay, that's quite an order. I just like I like a bagel and locks, please.
I'll
Okay.
have 2 bagels, one of them being a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel, one of them just being bagel with cream cheese, both of them toasted. Order bacon and hash browns.
All right. And Chat is handed a small menu that is made of paper, unlike the other one.
Does she get crayons?
I
Yes.
really am.
A
She
pack
gets
of 4 crayons.
Don't treat me like a kid. I'm literally in college.
You're a kid though.
Teen, I'm literally what you would consider a
Well,
teen.
Well, honey, if you want, I can give you the adult menu, but
You should ask her mother first.
it costs
and I pat,
more.
And I pat Azza on the shoulder.
Wait, what?
Play along.
If you want the big girl menu, you know everything's gonna cost twice as much. And you're
Wait,
not
is
gonna
the
finish
early
your
bird-
food.
Is today the day children eat free?
That is not a promotion we participate in, good ma'am.
Oh.
Person. Lizard.
Right
Ma'am
now,
work.
Wow. Wow.
right
I
now,
cannot believe
I,
you would
I'm
say
just
that
letting
to
you know,
Flax's
like-
face.
if we
Do
give
not
you
make
the
me
kiss
kick you out. We have a policy. She raises her pencil and points at a sign. It just says, "We reserve the right to remove any patrons for whatever reason that we wish."
Maybe don't be mean, Flax.
Flax was not. She called Flax lizard.
But y'all are a lizard.
I punch Azza in the chest, and then I'm guessing that hurts my knuckles.
Yeah, it's just dong.
Do not call Flax lizard.
Reptile, then.
Yes.
I just hand
Anyway.
chat my menu.
Not a bird yet.
I hand
Anyway,
chat my
also,
menu.
crayons do exist.
Yeah.
Crayons were invented in 1903
Yep, you got
by
crayons.
Edward Binney. Or by Edwin Binney.
Anyway,
Can I sleight of hand the crayons? The wax might be useful.
if you wish. They are just given to chat, so you could just ask her for them. Anyway,
I got a 16 to try and steal chat's crayons.
well, honey, I'll just get you the special. And he just walks away.
The special?
Yeah, honey, don't worry about it. She goes and, like, calls it all out. She mentions shingles for some reason.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, you're
no.
gonna get shit on a shingle.
Oh god.
What is it specifically? Like,
Shit on a shingle, I believe, is a combination of white gravy, ground beef, maybe sausage, and served on toast.
Shingles just means
It,
toast in restaurant terms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, here in Texas, the only time it's used is in reference to shit on shingle.
Now, the reason that is because they're a restaurant. That's also why in, you remember that episode with the fat guy in SpongeBob, and he mentions shingles? It's because he wants toast on
Do
his
you have
Krabby
any
Patty.
idea how little that narrows it down?
You forgot the
It's the one with the
pickles.
pickles.
Okay, that's what you had to say.
yes.
Like, the pickles leave more of an impact than saying the one with the fat guy.
Anyway,
By the way, his name is Bubble Bass.
I know.
is
I
great.
know
Your
his
order
name.
is double triple bossy deluxe on a raft 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease. Make it cry, burn it, and let it swim.
yeah. That means, and all of that is actual restaurant lingo, none of which I can remember. Anyway, so you have your food. Your food is ordered. You go. It takes a few minutes. Eventually, your food is given to you. With your
Shrimp
food.
from?
Huh?
Where's this shrimp from?
What shrimp?
I got an omelet with shrimp and crab meat and chopped bell peppers and onions and ham.
Why would you do that? Shrimp's from the harbor.
She's from Florida.
Oh, I think like when we talked about it, we actually found she was probably closer to fantasy Louisiana than.
Oh yeah,
fantasy
that's right,
Florida.
Louisiana.
No,
What's
it's
the
more.
difference?
With plantations and such.
It's more like fantasy, like
Let's see
the
more.
Yucatan Peninsula. But anyway,
Yeah, she was from. We figured out that she. But yeah, no. Omelet with like shrimp is very much a Louisiana, like a New Orleans kind of thing. Like that's why
I
they
can
have
attest
gumbo.
to that.
and all
I've been.
anyway,
Shrimp are not as good as the ones home.
well, of course not, honey. Why would you think they would be?
Shrimp is shrimp is shrimp.
The shrimp comes from the harbor.
Hope the harbor's clean.
I just want to
It
go
ain't.
ahead and eat all this food now.
You know, I had a buddy back when I was younger. He used to go swimming in the harbor after like the ship boys came home, 'cause he would go swimming and grab them unmentionable objects, come back, wash them off, and dry them out to sell them back to the ship boys.
Okay.
And did anything happen?
No, but he did get no. He got a few eye infections, but they cleared up eventually.
Oh,
Uh,
I thought
that's-
that story
that's
was
that's
going to go
understandable.
somewhere.
As I was just gonna start eating.
Yeah, Fox
Yeah.
is halfway through her omelet.
I
Ratthew
want
enjoys his
I want one of you to roll
salmon and
perception,
capers.
please. Roll
Alright,
perception.
roll
Yeah,
perception.
okay.
I got a 9.
I'm rolling.
Oh, what are we rolling?
Got a
Perception.
I got a 14. I rolled 14.
I got a 9 too.
I got a 5.
Okay, so Ratthew and nobody else notices the man in like a tight suit and a fedora that's been sitting at your table for like 3 minutes since you got your food.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello there. How you
Where
doing?
did you come from? Do not sneak up on Flax.
I've been here the whole time. We were just in a conversation.
We were not.
Whatever. Anyway,
Flax was talking about shrimp.
yeah, and I was talking with you about the shrimp.
Oh, Flax has no
what-
memory of this.
Okay. Okay,
Now,
whatever.
that's becoming Flax's catchphrase.
What are you doing here?
Okay, yeah, no, I'll get down to the skimmy. Shimmy? Whatever.
Skinny.
Listen. Skinny? Whatever. Anyway, listen. Look. The boss has a favor to ask of you. You know, the old man.
Yeah.
Who?
Do we know you?
Not
We're
really.
familiar with your boss.
Not really.
Right.
You don't know me. He takes his hat off. Nice to meet you.
Dear Rat.
The name is Ah. Well, the name...
Ah?
Yeah, the
That's
name's
his
Ah. It's short for something way longer. But,
Flax
you can call
thinks
me
that
Randy
the
if you
person
want, whatever
writing
you
it
think.
died in the middle of writing it.
what?
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 Flax was making a
Whatever,
joke.
Randy. What's up?
Okay, look. Here's the skinny. He takes... he flips his hat over, and inside of it, he pulls out a small letter. Look, the boss says that yous was, wanting a job. You were looking around, you needed a job, you wanted to be able to get that, thing of yours, right? Well, here you go.
What thing?
He, you know, the thing. He waves his hand expressively in a square-like motion.
Bucket?
No.
cannot have
I
bucket.
get
Bucket
what
is
he's putting down. I
Flax's.
get what he's putting down.
Alright, then tell him that he cannot have bucket.
Nobody wants
he's
bucket.
giving us something.
Okay, look. Nobody cares. Listen, all you gotta do is you gotta deliver this letter for the old man. He puts the letter down on the table. It's it's in a cream envelope, and it's got a seal on it. Now you don't want to tamper with that shit, but this letter is from the old man to a friend of his in... let me check my notes. God damn it. Why don't I have this
I'm just going to say Ratthew takes the letter and puts it in his bag.
Good. Good job. Don't let fucking...
Ratthew works for the mob. He knows mob things.
Don't let Flax touch it.
He knows what happens
Yeah.
if you interfere.
Max, don't touch the letter.
You underestimate Flax.
Anyway, no. Okay. Right. Sorry. I just had to check my notes for the name of this place.
Flax thinks it's very bad to have written accounts of what it is that you are looking for.
No, the GM, had to look up what the name of it was.
I know. You just said that in the character voice.
Don't be mean to me. Anyway, no, sorry.
The idea of some mafioso like pulling out a notebook to find out who it is that he's supposed to deliver it from who, like.
Okay,
That's how you
listen.
get the nickname Jimmy the Rat.
By the way, he's an Aardwolf.
An Aardwolf.
Yeah. He's an Aardwolf.
How do you spell?
Oh, that's nice. It's like a hyena.
It's like a hyena, but he's got like a big mohawk type thing on, and Aardwolfs are great.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay, look.
stripey. I like.
Yeah.
Calm down there, Stripes. We know what to do.
Okay, all you gotta do is deliver this letter to the priest of Set in Fidium. Fidium, I know most of you aren't locals. So, Fidium is one of the other boroughs. Fidium is the borough of the priests, the magic makers, the clerics, whatever you want to call them. Fidium is where all of the temples reside, of the major, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary gods reside.
What about the Pentiary?
Those ones are usually around the rest of the city.
Ah.
Is there a shrine to the lockpick god?
That would be a
Tertiary?
tertiary god. That would be a tertiary god. He'd be, in Fidium, subsection BA or something like that. Around the center of the criminal and other gods like that. But in the criminal sector, right next to the craftsman sector and the,
So there's an entire section for deities that pertain to criminality.
Yeah, of course. Okay, look, so the gods are usually subdivided in these certain ways, and Fidium likes to subdivide them for convenience. There are all of the country gods, of course.
From staking out the...
There are the primary... so there are the primary section... there's the primary god section where all the primary gods reside, and then there's the secondary sections where the gods of all the countries are, and then there's the tertiary sections where the craftsmen and the other gods of the professions reside, and then the quaternary where all of the gods of...
What is to stop the law enforcement from staking outside the sector for the deities that preside over criminality and detaining everyone?
Well, you see,
money?
There's also plenty of official professions that do pertain to criminal act, like locksmiths.
Yeah. No, so anyway, it's right next to the craftsman for a reason.
Yeah, it's his son.
But so there's so there are the primary gods, which are the planar gods. Then there are the secondary gods, which are the class gods. The tertiary gods, which are the professional gods, and the quotient. Well, no, the second. Anyway, I can never remember which one's which.
I'm confused. You
Huh?
said Set, right?
Yeah, that would be in the
Yes,
country
priest is-
gods, one of the groups of the Kemet gods. In the
Not
sector of
gods.
the countries. The gods of Kemet.
Yes, Flax is familiar with Set.
Okay then. We'll get this delivered as soon as we can.
The old man would go talk to the priest himself, but he's kind of been kept out of Fidium.
Is there any
a while.
reason why we should be invested in the reason why the old man refuses to speak to him?
It's
Uh,
most likely that he's
Well, no,
not
see,
allowed to go back.
certain members of high power are not allowed in Fidium for the safety of the priest and the other members of the peoples. If someone is known to be a danger... I'm sorry, no. If someone is known to be a danger, they're kicked out. But don't worry about it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Meh. Just go to Fidium
Okay then.
and,
Yeah.
do you need instructions on how to get down there? Are you good?
It'd be a little helpful.
Okay, so you're gonna want to...
You will get there.
No, we don't. I don't think
That
Chet's
don't.
ever been to Fidium.
Okay, so
I
you're...
barely know this city.
Okay, so we're actually pretty conveniently close. You're gonna want to take the blue line down to the orange line, and then you can take the orange line over. Or you could just take the green line the whole way, but you gotta make sure you go in the right direction.
Alright.
The purple line, you could take the blue line down to the purple line, or the green line down to the purple line, but the purple line doesn't get you quite to the area of Fidium, and instead will get you to the other end of Fidium. If you want to get into the middle of Fidium, you're going to want to take the green or the blue to the, or the orange. You're going to want to take the green or the orange. Yes, this is all mapped for those
Sure.
at home. None of this has been released because I have not finished the map, but this all has a map. Yeah.
We've got a whole big ol' subway line. If you, listener, want to see the map, tough shit.
No,
The
no,
players
Sharky
barely
can
can
put,
see the map.
Sharky can put the map up on.
A
I
later
will-
episode, because it's not finished.
I will do that
Oh,
someday.
all right.
Possibly
Well, we will get this
possibly it will not be up until after you guys leave the city. We'll see.
Then,
Anyways,
we
so...
will do this after we finish eating.
Okay. By the way, the check's taken care of, and he just walks out.
Oh, that's very kind
Right.
of the old man.
Yes.
I
You
don't
ever
think
learn
I...
that guy's name?
Set.
It was,
Set is a god of serpents. A stupid
I'm
one.
talking about the old man.
Oh. Who?
No.
Okay. I feel like getting into a real bad spot getting with him.
Obviously.
Look, y'all are criminals.
Obviously,
Does not
but
trust.
he has very clearly shown that he can 100% kick our asses, so I think it's best to do what he says.
As I'm eating, I'm gonna quietly rip a napkin, and then I'm going to look at Ratthew and focus a minute to cast Mending on the napkin.
This, I
Why?
don't know why.
Because Flax wants to look in the letter and see what it says, and then mend the seal.
Yes. Flax
Flax
just
is-
did not want to say that out loud.
That wasn't in character, that was me telling the
Oh.
others.
Sorry, Flax was having one of those moments where you imagine a scenario, and then... Ratthew, let me see the letter.
Y'all sure you used less of that stuff last night?
Yes, Flax used it all. On the old man.
Flax. The
does
man's a
Flax-
priest. I do not doubt that he can tell if it's been mended.
Well, Flax cannot see whether or not there is magic inside. Flax is worried that it may be some sort of trap, and that opening it could cause an explosion.
So you
Well,
want
then,
to do it right here in a diner?
Next to us.
Would you
And
rather?
yourself.
That is fair.
Also, just for clarification, Set isn't a god of serpents
What? I
in
thought
real
that was.
mythology.
No.
That is
Oh, yeah.
just a Conan the
Forgotten
Barbarian
Realms.
thing, or not Conan. What was it?
Forgotten Realms.
No, but
In-
isn't that in Conan, or is that a different movie
I don't
that I'm
know.
thinking of? No, it is. It's in Conan. So in his real symbol is the Set animal, which is just an animal that does not have a name. Set
In
animal.
Forgotten Realms,
Yeah.
Set is a serpent deity, and kind of
The
a bitch
actual-
compared to Dendar. Dendar is way better.
Anyway, so that's
The
not
actual
the case.
Set is the god of war, chaos, and storms.
Yeah.
You know, chaos. The thing you are intrinsically linked to.
Flax does not trust the old man, and Flax thinks we should depose him as soon as we are able.
I mean,
This
obviously,
might as
but
well be the
that's just
dynamic.
that's just how this line of profession works.
Yeah.
Well, that might as well be the dynamic you're gonna go for.
Flax refuses to play his games, and Flax refuses to learn from him. Flax can handle herself.
Flax, you almost just blew us up.
Flax did no such thing. Flax
You wanted to open the letter and then mentioned maybe it could be a bomb
Okay.
while you were
And?
wanting to hold the letter.
Flax has been in the center of explosions before and survived.
And that's supposed to be a
Anyway.
good thing. That's supposed to be a good argument, you guys. Flax has been in the
Wait,
middle
you're
of
not-
explosions before.
Look at the
Waitress,
child.
Waitress, forget that you heard anything here.
Whatever you say, honey. Don't worry, I know how to... Don't worry, honey, hun. I know how to keep my mouth shut. And she just, like, winks at Flax.
Flax is indifferent to the wink.
She takes your foodstuffs away. Your plates.
Anyway, we might as well deliver this thing anyway because I do want to check out that temple.
Why? Oh, the lockpick one.
The locksmith, yes.
Yes. Flax thought you meant the set one.
No,
Y'all think we're gonna get paid?
We should. That was the deal.
He did say he'd pay us.
Yes.
Said he would reward you.
Pay is a
He would
reward.
pay us.
There's technically a difference. I'm just being.
I know. As far as our characters are concerned, we are getting paid.
Yeah. You're getting
Okay.
something.
Like,
Anyway.
you have to keep in mind that just because
I
our
know.
players don't know, like, we,
I
the
know.
players know, but the characters,
I just want to
Are
make sure that the people are
Yeah.
clear on what. the
yeah, no, you
phrasing
don't,
of
you
certain
don't
things
have to
are.
remind us. If we're about to make a mistake, let us make a mistake.
Oh, I'm letting you make mistakes. I'm just sitting
As
in the
we're,
back.
as we're walking, Flax wants to walk ahead with Ratthew a bit to, whisper and says, between Ratthew and Flax does understand what is going on. Flax feigns ignorance because it helps Flax's enemies underestimate her.
I get that, Flax, but also, it was just us in there for a little bit?
Yes, but Flax does not trust the others to continue on the work without complaint.
That is true. I don't know all that much. I don't know just how much I can trust that kitten.
Yes, the little one. I do not trust any
Small
child
child.
who is the only thing worse is a child. Flax does not trust children. Children have eyes and ears everywhere that go unnoticed, but Flax notices.
Children don't know how to keep their mouths shut.
That too. We should break her legs.
Not yet.
Okay. But Flax has the crowbar ready for when it's time.
Not yet.
Yeah.
If needed, if needed.
Yes, if needed. Are you going to hurry up? We are so far ahead of you.
Come on!
You are so
We gotta
slow.
get to the blue line.
I'm
Keep
home.
the
I'm
sun.
hurrying. I'm hurrying.
So you reach the blue line. It is less like you reach the. You can go down to the station. There are 2 trains on different levels. There's the blue line and there's the green line.
We follow the instructions that were given to us.
Which set of instructions?
The ones that he told us, the first one.
The first
that he
one.
told us.
Okay, so you go on the blue line and then you do the thing, and you follow the instructions and you go and you reach Fidium. You get up and you stand at the edge. You get out of the station. It's a beautiful station. In fact, the station itself, it has a glass ceiling, and as you walk outside, you see that a portion of it is walled off and raised, and appears to itself be its own temple.
What is
Flax
this, God
does
of
not
Trains?
like-
God of trains.
Flax does not
so
like
many,
it.
so many things around here like this.
Yes. What does it mean to be a god of something? Like, it seems like there is a god for every aspect. I mean, if Flax becomes good enough at the unicycle, does Flax become the god of unicycles?
For once, I agree with you. I brought up my own farm. I never need no god. I didn't need no god of farming. Didn't need no god of harvest.
She's a strong,
pretty
independent
sure-
woman. She don't need no god.
She's a strong, independent paladin who don't
did.
need no god.
Paladins, there are paladins that have inner strength, like who's like a
Yeah, not
paladin
every paladin
can
has
be
to be
their own
religious.
deity.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Atheist paladin.
Hey, that's just Ed Elric.
Which
Just
one's
because he very distinctly believes in a god.
Which
No,
one's
no,
Ed?
he met God and distinctly refuses to believe in him that he is a god.
He's not a paladin.
He absolutely is. He got his power from a deity, which, like, a power that only those that the deity chooses can have. He's either a paladin or a warlock.
Warlock makes more sense, but still.
Definitely warlock. They're both warlocks.
Yeah, definitely more warlock. I mean, like, they're more spellcasty,
Well, the
and
other one I could
Edward
see,
Wood
but
is
I
still.
mean,
more-
Ed Elric has more than 2 spell slots.
He's a
I
higher
mean,
level warlock.
I mean, he
Okay,
should
he
be
has
a
more than
he
3
should be
They've
a
been
They've been
a
training since they were
transmutation
like
wizard.
5. They're
Anyway.
higher level warlock.
Okay, well, they have more than
They
3
are
spell
wizards.
slots.
They're wizards. Anyway.
They are wizards. They got all of their information
Science
from
wizards.
books. They're wizards.
Yes.
Okay. Flax just does not trust, like,
They spent
Flax-
all of their starting gold
what is
copying
stopping
spells out of
Flax
their
from
dads.
creating a deity of her own?
And
There isn't.
Exactly. Flax could
think you
easily
have to,
start
like-
a church.
I think only specific fish people can do that.
What?
Well, Flax thinks that if she wanted, she could enter a town and become a high priest and control the town. Flax could easily start a cult.
Okay, well, you
I
are.
mean, anyone can start a cult.
Exactly. That's all this is. It's just state-sanctioned cults.
So you are on a giant heart-shaped road. There are small temples everywhere. There are the biggest ones are right nearby, which are, the size of temples, like Notre Dame, the Parthenon, that kind of shit, like giant temples.
Massive fucking cathedrals.
Yeah. A
Somewhat.
coliseum.
You can see that, like, only, like, 2 blocks away, there are some temples which are, like, the size of a tomb. Like 10 by 10
A
feet.
mausoleum.
Yeah, like like the size of a mausoleum. Like a small building,
Yeah.
less than a story tall, less than a full-sized wide.
A shed.
Dig. Yeah, but like.
Yeah, it's a shed.
But like a beautiful shed.
Yeah, it's a very pretty shed. It's got a religious symbol on the top of the front, like on the top of the peak.
There's a guy that lives inside of it.
There's a
Let's
small
look for
bed
the,
inside that he sleeps on, and then there's also a little podium that he stands in front of.
Those are
people.
basically
Let's just
lining
get
the
this
streets,
done.
and then there's the big ones. Are you gonna ask directions or just try to faff your way until you find it?
That far away. Flax does not trust anyone religious.
Okay, do you go north, south, east, or west? Vaguely, not really.
Which direction did we come from?
You walk in. As you walk up from the station, you are on a road that goes. That's like curved, and one way goes southwest, and the other way goes southeast.
All right, so we came from the north.
Vaguely, yes.
Okay. We should go to the southwest, as I think he said.
He did not give you
Sure.
directions at this point.
Oh. I mean, the
Nobody
thing
has
is
given-
labeled. Let's just go to the crafter sector. He said it was like right at the edge of the crafter sector.
No, the locksmith is right at the edge of the crafting sector.
Ooh, I thought there was criminalities were next to.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they're close, but very specifically, the locksmith is next to the crafter
All right.
because he's his son.
Well, no. Okay.
Okay.
No. So the crafter, there are two different aspects of the. There are two different deities which are technically aspects of the same deity, and they are. One of them is in this circle where you are right now. That is
Yeah,
where
there's
all of the.
Creatio, and then there's the other one.
Yeah, Creatio is the god of the plane of creation, and then there's another god that is the god of all crafts. That god is technically an aspect of Creatio, and it's complicated.
Is there
It's
like
gods. There's
is there a
aspects.
directory?
Is there a "You are here" sign?
Yeah, yeah. Is
Roll
there, like, a
perception.
directory
Roll
with-
investigation.
All right. Investigation. I got 14.
You fool! You've had me roll one of the things I'm best at, and I only rolled a 2. That's a 7.
I got 14.
It was so close to being a 20,
Other
and it
people?
moved.
Anyone else?
Deception. Are we trying to roll
Investigation.
Oh,
I can take a roll.
Investigation. We're rolling investigation.
I got a 6.
Hold up. The
Lump.
page is loading up here. There we go.
Why did you close the page?
I didn't close the page.
18.
Well, it makes sense the person that actually lives in this city would
Okay.
know the way.
So chat finds, after a few minutes of searching, finds a small shrine on the side of the road. There appear to be several of these periodically, and the small shrine just has like a small pile of stones in front of a wooden board that has a map of the area.
I don't.
The god of direction. Yes.
Oh,
So,
we're not that far from where we need to go. It's just 2 blocks south.
anyhow, I guess you guys are definitely fine on the way to go, so I'll just skedaddle now.
Oh, whoa, whoa. You are going to just leave us in an unfamiliar part of a town we've never been in?
How?
Well,
That's
I
very
would-
rude, chat.
It is rude.
Well, honestly,
You are our
if it's-
guide.
I just want to
You're our
clarify
guide,
for the people at home,
right?
they are technically in a different country.
Well, I mean, right now, I mean, I thought since you guys are adults, like, you guys would feel it like belittling if you let a kid direct you into
I
these
grab-
places.
And you
I
think
grabbed
that
Chat by
as
the
adults
head.
we should leave a child alone to wander?
Okay,
a
I will be
city?
back in 5 seconds. I will let you keep conversating.
It's literally,
I place my hand on top of Chat's head.
I think Chad is
what-
taller than you.
Doesn't matter.
What are you doing?
I placed my hand on Chad's shoulder.
I appear to concentrate.
Me too. I don't know what you're doing, but I pretend to concentrate too.
What do you guys
We roll
do?
perception. Oh, that's a 22.
What is going on?
What
here?
happened?
I don't know. We're scaring chat.
Okay,
I got a 22 for my deception.
So I've placed my hand on top of Chat's head. I'm going to cast prestidigitation to make the top of Chat's head have a symbol, and the symbol will be a small question mark.
What?
There's now a small question mark on the top of your head for an hour,
What?
and you can't tell because you can't see the top of your own head.
Seeing that, I want to cast prestidigitation. I want to copy that. I want to make. I want to have it say nerd on her cheek for an hour.
Unfortunately, you can't.
What? Why not?
You can only get up. You can only get to.
yeah,
you
but
can
you're
only
two
get to
different people.
NER. You'd have to get. You can only get to NER.
What?
You can only have 3 instances of prestidigitation at one time.
Okay,
but there are
fine.
two.
I put
You can't
DIC.
do a full word unless it's 3 letters.
All right. I'm just gonna put.
You could do it if it was in cursive.
Flex can't read cursive.
That's cheating. That is cheating.
What if it was a stamp, like with the letters, like you know?
Anyway,
All right. I'm gonna put fine. I'm gonna put DIC. You know, like the animation company, Deek.
Dick.
On the
Yeah.
on the very top of Chat's head, three instances of prestidigitation. It just says no.
okay, so anyway, you guys
Really?
walk.
Right now.
So does
I
chat
don't know
walk
what
away
to
or
do.
not? Because I have things I can do with chat if chat leaves.
Like right now.
But I
I'm
need to know
still just
beforehand.
Trying to walk away until you guys put your hands on top of me, and then I'm just like, what are you guys doing? And I'm just like,
This is how we say goodbye from where I'm from. Have a good day.
I'm saying you need to stay because my god said you need to.
and who? God?
The locksmith.
Locks?
Why does that activate? Why does that activate my echo? Why does locksmith activate it?
Because it sounds like
Locksmith.
Alexa.
Anyway, the locksmith told me that the higher ups are
I
very
just heard it
interested
again.
in what we're doing. Hold on.
You don't have to put these markings on her. Here, let me try and get them off. And she like licks her thumb and tries rubbing it off.
It's
I
magic.
don't-
It stays
yeah.
for an hour. Ha.
Yeah.
You need to use dispel magic.
Yeah. Or you need to hit us and make us break concentration.
oh my god.
Not even.
Anyway.
It's not a concentration.
Oh, yeah, it's not a concentration.
It's just there.
So anyway,
So, like,
Anyway, the locksmith said that the higher-ups are very interested in our little group. So,
Yes, and you need to deliver the letter for us.
Yeah, I'll deliver the letter.
Okay.
I'm the one holding it.
Like, I'm not supposed to be around danger, you know? Like, that's why I'm just saying, like, about me heading back over to, like, my campus, you know?
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen? We're just delivering a letter for the mob.
Delivering the letter
kind
for a
of-
reputable man.
It's kind of the thing. Like,
We're delivering. We are delivering a letter to a holy man.
okay. So are you gonna do the thing? Like, can?
Well,
This
we're
has
waiting
been
for
too long.
Flax to either stay or leave.
You mean
Or
chat?
not Flax. Yeah, chat. Sorry, 4-letter words.
4-letter words.
Flax,
Chat, why don't y'all just
rat,
stay with us?
Q.
oh, you know what? Since
can-
you're
look,
really
you can-
asking, I'll stay. I'll stay, alright?
Okay, I mean
whatever.
we were not really asking, but yes.
Oh, I was asking.
Okay,
Okay, so-
Azza was asking.
You're going south, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're following the directions on the map.
There are no directions on the map. Whatever. Okay. Right. There are. Okay. Fine. You go. As you walk around the large courtyard at the very center of this area, you pass by a multitude of large buildings. In the very center is the largest of them all, a beautiful building that looks that has many carvings of animals in the side of it. Animals that walk on 2 feet and animals that walk on 4, or other combinations. You pass that building and then you move to the next one. The next one is beautiful and white, with a golden halo in the very center of it that shines in the sun, nearly blinding. There's
Flax does not like it.
then there's the
And
third.
damn sun gods.
The third, which is made of dark basalt, with torches leaking smoke to the sky in large bonfires, even in the very middle of the day. Then there's the fourth one, a grove of trees that has been planted and shaped to almost make a domed area. Each tree is beautiful and has what appears to be buildings in the very top of them, but they are so far away that it's impossible to be sure if they are real or not.
Can I try to harvest some basalt from that one that's made of basalt?
Yeah?
Alright, what do I roll?
Why do you need basalt?
Strength?
Strength?
Yeah.
Alright, just a check.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're saying
Uh,
you want to steal a
17
rock.
Yeah, I want to get some basalt. Basalt's really good. It's got silicon.
Okay, but why are you saying it like that? It's basalt.
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 No, it's basalt.
No, it's basalt.
Yeah, no. It's
Accents.
it's got silicon, aluminum. It's got a lot of
Soft day.
really good
Listen,
magnesium
I
and
don't know.
iron.
Chalkfee, you nerd. It is not it's not basalt. It is. This is how it's pronounced.
Biashik.
It's basalt.
Basalt.
It's basalt.
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 That schwa. That's what it's called. It's called a schwa.
Schwa.
Jiggity schwa. Schwitz.
Okay, what did
It's
you roll?
pronounced eh. It is
Ah.
the
Oh,
soft E
I got
sound.
17.
Yeah, you break off a piece. It's about an inch. long.
That's fine.
It is all of the basalt is in hexagons, and you break off one of the little hexagons from inside
Alright.
the bigger hexagon.
This is useful.
One might even say it's a super hexagon.
Flax can make Epsom salts with this. Well, not
What?
just with this. Flax also requires sulfur, but this is a good start.
What are Epsom salts?
They're salts that you put in a bath.
They're okay.
They're
Okay.
useful.
A lot of people think it's great for like muscle tension.
Yes. Also, when dehydrated, it is very useful.
Okay, where was I?
It's a little hard to dehydrate it. Water is like intrinsically part of the
Trees
part of
with
the molecule.
buildings.
Okay,
is where
right.
you were.
So you pass the tree one. The next area appears to be made out of like red stone. And each of the figures carved. Each of the figures carved into it are extremely hideous for some reason. The one after that is in the shape of a dragon skeleton. Or wait. No, it is a giant skeleton. It is a skeleton made the building is made out of giant ribs. And, like, stones placed between giant ribs. The next one is draconic in nature with lots of draconic features all over it. It is beautiful and has gemstones encrusted that appear to be in clusters of 5.
Passing that, as I was just gonna keep an eye on Flax.
The next one...
Flax pays no attention to that building.
The next one
What,
is...
the dragon one?
Yeah.
The one where you could just pop a gem out of the wall.
Well, no,
Flax
they're
has no
part of
need
the
for
pattern.
that.
They are part of patterns. Anyway,
Yeah, Flax is indifferent to the gems.
the next one is again made of bone, but instead this time looks like a cathedral that is entirely made of skeletons of about a mortal size. You see parts
What
that
is wrong with
and
people?
skulls. You see bones and skulls that appear to all have been donated by humanoids, or whatever you would call anthronoids. Yeah. You know what I mean.
This is what Flax was saying. Don't make a deity out of anything.
This is by far the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
Exactly, it's completely tacky. Skulls and bones do not make great structural supports.
They do eventually rot into dust out
There's
here.
an actual cathedral made out of bone.
Oh, I know that.
I
Still
know,
terrible.
it's in
It's
and
beautiful. It
not
is
to mention
really
the
beautiful.
Catacombs of Paris
Yeah, those are really beautiful if you look at it. Anyway.
and haunting.
Yeah. Anyway, so the next one is
Any sufficient necromancer could come here and leave with an army of giants.
I think there's some divine protection.
Well,
you
and
pretend
that
like
might
that's not
hold
the
water
reason
if it
for
was
it.
on the or if it was on the inside of the building, but being the outside.
You assume that's not the reason for it to be made out of bones. Anyway, the next one is a massive workshop. It seems like a factory, but the outside has very functional looking statues made out of bronze. They are beautiful, naked, but have nothing down there, and they stand... and they are very masculine, and they stand next to each other on opposite sides of the entrance to what appears to be a factory.
I think they forgot something between these boys' legs.
I think they made it like that on purpose for the public.
Flax
This
thinks
is
she sees the temple that we probably need, and I point to the temple.
I think this is the Temple de Creatio.
I don't know who that is. Flax doesn't know who that is.
Create one of the creation man.
Creation man.
Sounds rather
Creation
boring.
Creation Man. Hates Particle Man.
Creation man,
All right.
take me by the
Let's
hand, lead me
let's
to the
head over
land.
to the
Anyway,
let's head over to the building a stat.
the next one,
Well,
can I finish the
this is
thing? I have 4 more.
Yeah, sure. Read off.
Oh, Jesus
Read off your
Christ.
temples.
Okay, the next one is beautiful. It is made out of plants. They all appear to be roses and have thorns and things. It is overgrown like a hedge maze. The next one after that jiggles a little bit and appears to be...
Gross.
It appears... It is made of stone, but resting all over the stone, like oil seems to be seeping out of it.
Yeah.
And
That
like
is a very
the oil...
flammable building.
Well, it looks like oil, and tar and other viscous liquids appear to be all over it. But if you get a good look, some of them seem to be moving around.
All right, avoid that building.
Oh god, it's covered in redacted.
Eh,
Can't say that on YouTube.
this must be where Bucket came from.
I'll let you guess.
Flax thinks this building is made of a figure named Peter.
What?
The bones of St. Peter.
Uh,
They're the bones that leak oil.
no. Yeah. Okay. No. So that is the temple to Virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep
God
6
of
feet
oozes.
away.
Virus, the god of the ooze.
Yeah, I keep 6 feet away from it.
Remember social distancing, everyone.
The next one is cut off into small sections, but each section is incredibly intricate and beautiful and depicts an element. And the final one is made out of curved surfaces. Absolutely nothing on the building is straight. Everything is curved and wonky. And it appears to be made out of some odd black stone and have a squid-like figure in paned glass on the front.
I think whoever made this building should have stopped drinking.
And that is the god
Is this made
Externus.
of obsidian? Flax thinks this may be obsidian.
Anyway, so you wander past
You just can't help with them references, huh?
It is okay. Look, that is the world building. These are the 12 planes of existence. Paradise Pit, Castracoli, Kaiju Karimu, Sheol Shabti, Ordovik, Ooze, Emdik, and Elysia.
Can I roll something to see what kind of stone that black stone is?
Yes. Roll Arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a dirty 20.
You recognize
I'm
that
a
this-
magical person.
You can also
I
try.
want to roll 2. I said I want to roll 2, and it took that very literally.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Ratthew, you think that the building is made out of more basalt. Basalt.
Basalt.
Basalt. Basalt.
Ooh, bath
I showed you the pronunciation.
It's a. It is not a. Anyway, it's an not a I. Anyway,
That the schwa is a soft e sound.
it is an A.
Chickadee schwa.
Anyway,
Yeah, it might be an A, but the pronunciation is a schwa.
it's a hard A. Anyway, Flax, you recognize that the stone is in fact not of this plane of existence, and in fact it is not of anything you can recognize. And in fact, what you recognize is how alien it is, and upon closer examination, the structure seems to be crystalline, but the crystalline way it grows isn't straight the way it would grow in any known world, and instead the crystals are curved.
Ooh, interesting.
The very molecules of the thing are curved.
Does Does it look like there's any loose bits that I can pocket?
No. Well, no, it does look like there are, but when you touch them, you realize how firmly placed they are.
Well,
You-
it's not obsidian, so
Um,
Flax does not have a better source of silicon yet.
Chad would like to go examine like the museum exhibits. Like
Museum
try
exhibits?
to, yeah,
What do you mean by that, specifically?
like
Which-
so like look at the bone structure of like the big rib cage. Trying to
Okay.
That was
examine
the
it to
building.
They're all
Yeah, that was a
buildings.
build-
It was a
They're all
building made out
temples.
of bones.
You want to go? No. Do you want to go back to the one with the giant ribs or the one with the people ribs?
Wait, when you say people ribs,
Yes, the bones of sentient beings,
Sapient.
much like
Yes.
yours and mine.
Wait, no, sentient would be right. You said anthronoid.
Well, I meant like you guys. So yeah, so
Yeah.
sapient is the correct term.
Domesticated.
Sapient means they have awareness.
Yes.
Sentient means that they have awareness and are like bipedal and all
No,
that.
it's the other way around.
Are you sure?
Sentient means they have awareness. Sapient means they have awareness and also the ability to think in a certain way. Anyway, yeah.
Sentience is the capacity to feel, perceive, or experience subjectively, and sapience is a deep understanding of or knowledge of a subject.
Yes. So sapient creatures.
Welcome to your language class.
Yes.
Okay.
This is what my D&D game is for, teaching people. Because it's clearly not for fun.
Basalt is pronounced basalt.
All right.
The
Shut
upside
up.
down is a sound.
Ah.
So we make our way to the Temple of Set, like we came here to do.
Yeah. You walk
Yeah,
past all of the buildings. Each of these large buildings has a cluster of smaller buildings behind them. Conveniently, each one has 12 buildings right behind them. They are all smaller, about the size of tombs. They're clustered in a small group behind them. Yeah, 12.
Is that the Temple of Set?
No. So you
Oh.
go farther away until you reach an entirely different courtyard.
I think the smaller ones behind the big ones are the secondary gods.
They are cross gods. They are the gods of the cross between them. So, for example, the god of the cross between the pit and paradise, or the god of the cross between Zowo and Elysia, or something like that.
The cross between Varus and Horatio. Invention slime.
That would be Ooze and Shopti. Ooze and Shopti. Anyway. So you travel far
Slime of creation.
until you reach a new cluster of buildings. Again, each one has a large building, but they are not as large. Instead, they are building sized. There are 13 of them. No, 14. There are 14 of them, but the 14th one is empty. It is a building, but it is very clearly abandoned.
ooh, an abandoned building, huh?
And it is a perfect circle, whereas previously the circle was broken in one spot.
Refuse to step into the abandoned building.
Good plan. So you travel across the 13 remaining buildings, and eventually you reach one made out of sandstone. That one is of
The Temple of Set?
no, it is the Temple of Kemet, and then
All
behind
right, well,
that,
let's keep walking until we get to Temple of Set.
Behind it is the Temple of Set.
behind it is a cluster of smaller temples, one of which is made of redstone, whereas the rest are either black, green, or made of just regular sandstone.
So is the redstone the Temple of
Yes.
Set? Okay. Ratthew, hand Chat the letter and have her deliver the letter.
No, I'll take the letter.
Okay.
Fine.
Flax will wait out here, or just join Ratthew wherever Ratthew's going.
I'm
Alright,
just
so
gonna be
this-
out here.
This
Okay.
abandoned building is set?
No.
No,
The
no.
redstone building.
Oh,
It's
the
a
redstone.
The
red-
red
It's a
building
red-
behind the sandstone building.
It is made of red
Yeah.
sandstone.
This is what happens when you describe a bunch of buildings that do not pertain to what we are looking for. People get confused.
They're important.
Yeah,
It's
but like,
important world building,
yeah, but
but
there's
also
better ways to build worlds. Like there's a better way to like, just like the better way would be to like describe just a couple buildings we pass that might interest us, so that when we come back we can be like, oh hey, let's go check out that building, and then describe the adjacent building until you get like gradually build the neighborhoods and all of that based on what we go to investigate.
Well,
So you go into the
Anyway,
Temple of
yeah.
Set for one reason only. One of you goes in.
Asa will take the letter and be the one to go in.
Okay.
okay.
For some reason, one of you, several of you decide to not go in.
Well, okay.
Black seems to be very convinced that the letter's a bomb.
Oh, Flax just doesn't want to enter the building.
Oh, then
I think chat would be the one to like actually want to go to the building and disregard everyone else's
Okay, so
concerns.
half of you go inside the building and
the
bring
two
Wait,
cats
it's a-
go in.
The two patsies go in.
Wait, no. Oh wait a minute. Wouldn't this quote be "Curiosity killed the chat"?
Yeah, I mean, you're both cats.
You're a tiger.
Okay.
I'm a lion.
So you walk into the doors. Inside, you feel heat. In fact, well, outside actually, the area behind the Comet building. As soon as you walk into it, the sun begins to blaze, as if you are in the middle of a desert. There is sand on the ground. As you walk into the building of Set, the red one, it is no longer the same sort of heat. However, wind is blowing, and every once in a while, some sand seems to scrape against your fur and skin, as if you're in the
Ratthew
middle of a
takes off his
sandstorm.
hat because now he's very warm.
As if you were in a
Chat,
sandstorm.
I think chat would actually go and raise their hand to ask Asa to hold their paw.
Asa takes her paw.
Okay, so the two cats, the old lady and the young person.
I'm not that old.
It's
You
like
keep
it's your
saying
like
you're
I
old.
I'm only
Anyway.
35.
Anyway, you walk through the building, and there, sitting in like lotus position, is a fucking guy. He has red fur. He has weird long ears and a long face. And he is sitting there, and he is holding a staff that tapers into 2 points. And he has his eyes closed.
Can I try to perceive what sort of type of animal or creature it is?
Sure.
Okay. Let's go ahead do perception here.
Okay, I'm gonna change this music.
It's not fitting the whole dramatic desert setting. Dang it! That's a natural 2.
Total 5.
Uh-huh.
Is it a Shah?
No.
Oh, it's not the set animal?
It is the set animal.
I looked on Google and it said that's also called a Shah.
Set animal isn't an actual animal.
I know, but it might not be an actual animal, but it still has a name. It's SHA, the shop.
Yeah, it's like a jackal with two tails.
Well, it has a split tail at the end.
Basically, two tails.
There we go. That's better. Anyway, so you're in this building, the sandstorm around you is going, and the set animal man is sitting on the floor.
Excuse me, sir?
He opens his eyes and he looks up.
We got a letter for you.
Of course. Hand it over.
Hands it over.
He takes it with one hand and with the same hand flicks it open and opens into the inside of it, taking out the letter. Taking out the letter with one hand and tossing away the envelope and opening it. It takes him a few seconds to read. The parchment inside is stained red. Thank you for bringing me this information. He closes the letter and puts it inside his jacket. My country thanks you.
All right.
He stands.
We're going.
He stands up, his tail flicking, and it looks exactly like his staff with the two prongs. So, did you require anything of Set while you were here?
I'm good.
He grins widely. I am glad you're good. Don't be a stranger.
As it just holds Chat close, like just instinctively.
You. We're just heading out.
Yeah, we're gonna go now.
Yeah, okay. He raises his arms and the sandstorm stops. The red sand settling to the ground in the large temple. Behind him, the dark figure of the god Set, who looks very similar to him, stands menacingly, holding a very similar staff and an ankh. As you walk out, the figure of Set glows red.
I've got a bad feeling about that, man.
God, I love this music.
Very neat.
Very
I
fitting.
believe the music switches over to the more jaunty.
It's just like, wait. And they step out back into the street. It's just, I love that.
Okay. Not going into the one of Set, but just like
Yeah.
Well,
Ratthew's gonna go into what's the main one?
Huh? Oh, the main one is the temple of the country itself.
Flax is
So it's
just
like
way
a-
outside.
so it's like a embassy.
Yeah, you are technically on Kemet land.
Right.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
Temple of Kemet. That's what I
As
was
it just-
asking.
As it just walks out and goes, well, that's going on the list of places I'm never going
It
again.
is technically the temple
Okay.
of Ra.
Okay. Once they get back out front, Rathew's gonna peek his head into the main temple.
Mm-hmm. There seem to be a lot more people there. All of their fur seems to be either dark or striped. They all seem to be wearing clothes that are traditional to Kemet, which are tan and wrapped around them tightly. Good for the heat.
Well, Flax, for once, you had good judgment.
Are there any near the door?
Huh? Yeah, there's a few.
Excuse me, sir?
Do you call over a priest or a bystander?
Just someone. Just a bystander, I guess.
Alright, a young man who appears to be equine with, who is either white with black stripes or black with white stripes, walks over.
Hello.
Do you know the way to the locksmith's temple?
That would be in the Court of Criminals, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, the Court of Criminals is, that way. And he just, like, points, down the way you came. Not, like, the way you came, as in, like, back. It is literally farther along. Just, the next area.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And then Ratthew ducks his head back out.
He just, like, gives you, like, a high five motion, and then when you don't reciprocate, he just sadly walks away.
Oh.
He's a nice guy.
Poor zebra. Poor zebra. Nice. Okay. And then they go to the Court of Criminals.
Alright, so you walk past the rest of the areas of the professions into the professions area. The Court of Criminals is between the craftsman and entertainer areas, which is appropriate.
Good middle ground.
I hope it'd be appropriate. You're the one that made it.
It's a good middle ground between crafters and entertainers. I mean, in crafters, you got people who are good at making things which can be used for crimes. In entertainers, you have clowns and circus folk.
Who are definitely crimes.
Clowns, who are themselves crimes. So yeah, you see the area there is in the Court of Criminals. The Court of Criminals is next to the Court of Craftsmen. The Court of Criminals has a large, darkly lit building covered in shadows. It doesn't seem to be super populated at the moment.
As we enter the Court of Criminals, I'm just going to keep one hand on my bag.
Nobody seems to be around, or at least not very many people are around right now.
I don't care. I'm still keeping my hand on my bag.
I'm just saying. So you step past the, you step through the large temple that is at the beginning. Of course, it is once again smaller than the previous temples. It is about the size of the Temple of Set, which in turn is smaller than the Temple of Kemet, which is about the size of one of the temples that is behind one of the main temples, and so on. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the Court of Criminals, there are a few sections. Yeah.
And I go to the locksmith.
Okay, you go to the Temple of the Locksmith. It is small. It is about the size of a tomb, you know, like what I was saying before. It's, you know, it's rather small. It's maybe 20 by 20 feet tops. It is entirely covered in locks, and except for the front door, which has a single lock on it.
I test the lock.
It is, in fact, locked.
It's a test. the way you get into it is to prove that you're worthy of being in there. Either that or they're actually closed.
Okay, so that
in
is.
which case, it's their fault for not having more thorough protections if someone were to get in.
That's a 17 with tools with these tools.
Huh? Oh yeah, no, that very easily picks it open. It turns out it only has one tumbler.
Ah,
I mean, not one tumbler,
don't-
one pin. You
okay.
just bop it open and it opens quickly.
I go in.
Inside, there are more locks, but there are also a variety of chests and other things which appear to have been converted into furniture. There's some cushions on one of the long chests, and laying down on it is a rat man like you, and he just like kind of gets up, tiredly rubbing his eyes. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much. Just checking the place out.
Yeah? How do you like it?
A little different than I was expecting. I was expecting more projects.
Huh? Oh, right, so, we like locks.
Yes.
I can make locks. He kind of like points in one
it's-
corner. There's like, in one corner, and the corner just has a single tiny lathe that can be used to carve keys, like one of those key cutting machines. That's it.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to see what his temple was like. Seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, the big guy. He's pretty cool. He gestures in the other corner. In the other corner is like a man who looks vaguely correct. Maybe slightly more rodent-like, but, you know, vaguely correct. And is covered in chains instead of a cloak. And the chains all have locks on them.
Huh.
Yeah.
Didn't look like that in my dream.
You know, they all appear different to each person. And in each time.
I guess that explains why I was working on a hot rod.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
So you had dreams?
Yeah, I guess he summoned me.
Ah, cool. He pats himself. He's wearing robes, but he's like patting himself like he has pockets. He very clearly doesn't. And he's like, there they are. And he just like sticks his hand behind his bed, which is also a chest, and takes out a piece of paper. Here.
Okay.
When you take it, it reads, so you had a vision? ? And then it's just a questionnaire form.
Okay.
Are we at the homeless house?
No. The beggars are that's actually a big misconception. The Court of Criminals isn't where beggars live. Beggars get to go, and he just like gestures over yonder, and in the distance there is a big area full of tents. That's the place of the unemployed. Beggars count over there, and they always have lodging if you need it.
I'm good.
They yeah, some of our folks go over there, and you know, like some of the other people. It's fine over there, but I got this cushy cushion.
I guess I fill out the questionnaire.
All right, you fill out the questionnaire. It has a lot of questions that seem really silly to you, like what did the god have a flaming sword? and stuff like that. Or like, what did the god appear to be doing? What questions were you asked? Stuff like that. And when you're done, he just takes it back and sets it down in in like a little wire basket labeled "in."
Okay.
Cool. If you come back in 3 to 5 business days, I'll return an interpretation of your vision to you.
Okay then.
He yawns. You said he had a warning?
Yes.
What was that?
Watch for the war in the west, for it comes from the east.
Oh. A war, right. Oh man. I don't like war. Whatever. Right. And he just like moves around and then grabs a radio and turns it on. One sec. Sorry, I just need to grab something for...
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
The radio turns on. And in other news, the tensions between the countries on the eastern side of the plain have been increasing. Members of several countries have begun to conduct battle between each other, and it seems that that there has been alliances made between several of them. More will be observed in the future, but there is danger to come. This reporter strongly advises the draft be initiated. Thank you.
Means they're gonna call people for war, whether they want to or not.
That's kind of risky,
And then
no?
the music starts to play music in the background. Yeah, war's been like brewing and stuff. That might have to do with it.
Well, it's not our problem.
Perhaps.
Well,
I mean, God told me that it's probably our problem.
like if the gods have been like talking about you or to you in relation to like war and shit, you gotta do it and stuff.
And what stops us from simply moving elsewhere?
I mean, cause it's prophecy. All that's gonna do is,
The only prophecy we got was from the Oracle.
yeah, like,
it just said that we'd get money if we stick together.
well, like this is a vision and shit. Like, and in that means prophecy. And if there's prophecy, that just means that if you go somewhere else, it'll follow you.
Okay, so what if we were to travel somewhere, say, very far east? Then how could the war in the west follow us?
Isn't the war in the east?
Wait, was the war in the east or west?
The war is
Nah,
on
he
the
said-
eastern continent.
From what he said, it sounded like it started in the east or something.
What the radio said was
The
that
war's
the war,
in the west, but it's coming from the east.
No.
Yeah, so what stops
No, it's
us
the other
from
way around.
moving
No.
to the...
Okay, for
what stops us
clarification,
from
it's
moving-
the other way around. The more
I know. I'm just saying
Okay.
that's the prophecy.
No, the prophecy is the war is in the east, but it comes from the west.
Said the... I
That's
thought
the
it was...
opposite.
Yeah.
Did I say it wrong? I
Throughout this entire
that was the
game,
point.
You did
you
say-
said-
You must have told it to me wrong because you said watch for the war in the west, for it comes from the east.
Yeah, like the first 5 minutes was questioning
Okay, whatever.
how a war in the west could come from the east. Like, so what is
It's
stopping
meant
us
to be
from
the
moving?
other way around. But whatever.
Okay, the war in
You
the
should just-
east comes from the west.
Yeah.
You should just roll with what you had said, because that's what
Well,
I
no,
did
it
for
doesn't
my
make any
team.
sense because there's no countries in the west.
I mean, if you go along far enough.
Yeah.
It is a flat world. There are
That is
far
true.
lands. When you reach the edge, there's just a giant wall of like floating islands.
Ah, yes, the firmament. Well, what?
Ah.
What if
no, you
we
see, it's a
simply go-
misconception. Zowo is a disc world.
On the back of a turtle. Of a turtle.
It's on the back of a turtle.
It's
That would
like
be a
the
lot
turtles-
safer, actually, on the back of a turtle.
Yeah, turtle monk.
It's just
I don't know why I can never imagine a turtle as anything other than a monk.
I think that's because of Uruguay.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
the
a lot-
ninja turtle.
turtle paladins are pretty good though.
Oh, I thought for a second I
want
thought you were
my
gonna say
money
turtle
back,
power.
Turtle paladin.
Turtle
A
power.
turtle. Imagine
Turtles
a
on the
turtle
half shell.
barbarian.
Turtle power.
Okay. You want to know something? That would be a total rogue.
One of my
Rogues are
backup
not
characters I've been
ninjas.
No, it would
thinking
technically
of-
no. There is a rogue class that would work, but there's more. There's a better monk class that would work because there's the turtle. There's the rogue. I'm not the rogue. There's the way of the
Path of
shadows. Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
it.
way of the shadow.
Something like that.
The
Something that
one of my
describes human
backups that I've been
people.
thinking of is a turtle barbarian.
Okay, but where the shadow rogues suck, though.
Yeah, that's true. What is stopping us from going to the edge of the world and waiting for this war to happen and
Not even the edge world. What if we go south?
yes. What happens if we simply just go south to the Grey
South.
Land?
I don't know. People don't usually ask me this kind of questions.
Are you even a priest?
Huh?
Flax
I'm a
just
priest.
Flax just wonders what investment she should have in this.
Sounds like we'd be putting ourselves in unnecessary danger.
Asamendia has the right idea. There's no reason for us to get invested in something we have no stake in.
You'll be involved eventually no matter what. That's all I know. That's how it works.
Well, we'll get involved when we get involved.
Yeah.
Whether it's of our own actions or if it comes to us. All I know is that I had a dream that a giant rat man wearing some robes and such told me a riddle, and I got the riddle wrong.
Well, maybe it was
Yeah,
just that. A dream.
happens.
Yes.
A dream
could
is
just be
never
crazy.
just a dream.
Yeah,
Yep.
it could just be a dream. We did have a lot to drink last night.
A dream is never just a dream.
Nonsense.
Well,
Flax once had a
nonsense.
dream where she was falling, and then when she woke up, she wasn't falling. Nor did she fall any time after that.
Yeah, but it meant
Yeah.
something.
Were you having anxieties at the time?
Of course not. Flax is never anxious.
Were you moving at the time or about to move?
Oh.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant to roll.
I'm
Well,
pretty
if it-
sure maybe Rathew's just gone crazy. Maybe it's
I
I
something
mean-
meant
he
to
ate
roll insight.
I mean, if
So
you,
instead of a 12,
if
that's a
like,
15.
if you want to ignore the prophecy, that's fine. Or if you want to bend the prophecy, that's also fine. Just like do what you want. Follow it, ignore it, go somewhere else. Something will happen.
You see, the reason I don't think it's a prophecy because it also includes this child, and I pat Chat on the shoulder.
A deity that would rope a child into a war is not one that should be allowed to have power.
All of them do that, though.
Yeah.
In other words,
Yeah,
they're an
Black
animal.
stands by what she said. It is
I
very
stand by Flax.
irresponsible.
This
The
is
weight of the
weird.
world
We're
does
agreeing
not
a lot today.
fall. Yes, the
That
weight
is-
of the
that's
world
how-
does not fall into the
Look,
shoulders
that is
of a
how
child.
that's how the world works. Every once in a while, when great war happens, you know, the gods pick children, and when those children are given immense
Those gods
cosmic
should not
power, and then they
those
have to go
gods
fight
should not
some
exist then.
evil person. Well, there's no way to make the gods not exist.
There is.
Once again, I agree with Flax. Why do we keep agreeing today?
Because all this is very, very irresponsible, and the powers above, should they even exist, clearly have no regard for the mortal realm.
The gods exist.
Flax has
Silly.
yet to see any evidence to believe.
I can't give you evidence, but like, there is evidence and stuff.
My evidence is that I pretty much slept through any religion class in school. And then I had a dream that there is a god called the locksmith, the god called the locksmith. And then here I come, and there's a temple for him.
Yeah. See, and he rummages
Simple,
through stuff.
Ratthew could have read it in a book somewhere, barely paying attention, and the brain could have stored it for use later.
The temple guy digs through one of the chests that's just full of stuff, and digs out of the bottom a small figurine that looks oddly familiar to Ratthew.
Plus,
See?
we visited a temple the other day.
Is it the metal rat?
It is a very similar metal rat.
It is possible Ratthew could have seen the iconography or overheard someone mention it, and then just didn't think about it until he slept.
I asked to handle the metal rat.
The priest nods. Wait, let me... This is the best part. And he, like, turns
You
it
know, wind-up
over.
toy.
Turns it over and pokes its tummy, and a small jolt of magical energy crosses it, and then it starts to scramble around and then crawls onto Ratthew.
Okay.
And it's
I am now
walking around
holding
on
a-
you. Yes.
I'm now holding a rat made of metal.
Yep. It is very cute. It pokes your nose with its nose.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Yeah, see, this is...
I saw you in a dream.
Also
It
possible
squeaks
that
happily.
it is also possible that some forces here, simple mages and wizards, could just be projecting ideas into the thoughts of people in their dreams.
Look, why would I care enough to do that?
To receive donations. Flax is aware.
You
of
want to
how
know
corrupt-
what kind of donations I get?
No, Flax does not care at all. Flax just has no
He-
reason to
he-
I
believe
think
in
he is
just gets
ignoring.
more and
your
more lost.
deities.
He is ignoring Flax. He is walking over to a chest. It is covered in locks, but he doesn't have to unlock any of them. He opens it up and pours out a bunch of little tiny bullshit. Every single thing inside there is just a tiny little trinket. It's complete and utter crap. It is just stuff that has been stolen. There's an umbrella. There is like a small doll. There is there's a bunch of crap inside there. This is the kind of donations I get. Do you really think I would be trying to get more of this? I already have enough trouble fitting it inside this goddamn room.
I'm gonna insight check to see if he's being genuine or just trying to. Oh well, it would have been a dirty 20, but then it rolled to a 3, so that's a 6.
I'm gonna do an insider check as well.
I believe the rat man.
That's a 15.
Okay. So, Flex, you are utterly convinced that he is being genuine about
I'm
this.
convinced that he's not behind Ratthew's dream.
Asa, you are utterly convinced that he does not get anything, and are actually convinced when he cries out, "I don't even get food. I have to go to the beggar's corner to get something to eat."
Well, if your I guess your deity must not be watching over you if you can't even keep a belly full.
I mean, this is Criminal's Corner, apparently.
Yeah.
Look, he's the god of like locksmiths and shit. He's not a harvest god. He's not the god of ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, no. If you want
God
gods,
that's not looking after his followers as well.
if you want the god of farming, that's on the other side of over there.
I didn't never
right
need
next
no
to-
god of farming.
Yeah,
It's
Flex does
the
not
gods
believe
of
in
farming
God.
are next to the gods of hunting and government.
Yeah, I never needed no god of farming for my farm.
I'm
Flex-
just imagining
Flex
as
has no need
as one
to
of those
be.
people who's like, I don't like the government, and just goes like, I don't need no god of government. Government god coming down talking to me like I'm nothing.
Giving me taxes.
Gods do not exist, and what beings are sufficiently powerful only bring trouble.
With great power comes great corruption.
That is
Flex
not the
does
term.
believe in powerful beings. Any sufficient wizard could pose as a god, but Flax does not believe they are the embodiment of core aspects of nature.
It's still jarring to get the music to change.
I mean, the locksmith is not an aspect of a core of he's the god of lockpicks and sneak thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Could just be a sufficiently powerful lockpicker.
Okay, so
Yeah, no.
do you want to talk about
yeah.
theology? Because I can get
Flax
into
does not
theology.
care about theology.
Because the way you're not technically wrong in certain ways.
Flax just believes that everyone here is just a charlatan.
Now, see that in that way you are wrong, but in the other things that you are saying, you're not technically wrong.
Okay, so Flax is right. There are no gods.
No, there are gods.
It's just that they're just people who got powerful.
Yeah,
No,
so
but
they're
also
not gods.
yes.
They're just,
In some cases.
they're just
It-
sufficiently powerful mages.
No, they are divine, but the divinity was given to them. Okay, so the divinity was sometimes merged with a soul. It happens repeatedly.
Flax's great grandmother once believed in God.
And when the divinities
and
are
then it turned out
aspects
they
of
were
other.
just mortals, mages, who had very, very bloody throats shortly after they were discovered to be charlatans. Flax has no reason to believe gods are real. They're just myths to make people feel better about their lonely lives.
And why'd you come with us for this?
Well, we're getting paid.
Exactly. Flax wants the money.
Okay,
Yeah,
out
I need
of
money,
out
I'm
of
broke.
character, Flax decided to do this not only with like a extreme aversion to deities, but also not wanting to deliver the letter. So she did nothing and had
Yeah.
no reason to be here.
Well, it was either that or go home alone, and she doesn't like. She does not want to run into the old man alone. It's
But
safer in
she
numbers.
she wouldn't be alone. She'd have Bucket with her.
Okay, yeah, but Bucket is one person, whereas this
That's not
group
even a
has
person.
3.
Bucket is a
Exactly.
person.
Don't be mean to Bucket.
Bucket
I
is a
know.
person.
Physical
Flax
sense.
understands that there is safety in numbers.
Anyway, so do you have anything more you want to talk to the locksmith priest about?
I think we're done.
No,
Flax doesn't.
I'm gonna give him back the rat.
He tickles its tummy and it reverts to an inert state. We have a brother temple over.
A gift shop on our way out.
No, we if you need the real smithing of locks and stuff, you can go to our brother temple in the Court of Craftsmen. And that one's better at that sort of stuff.
Is it
Also
still
get
the
more money.
locksmith, or is it more general?
It is, and it
It's-
isn't.
it's-
They're
Flax
aspects.
thinks
They
it's
are the
one
same
who
god, but they are
forges.
aspects of the same. They
Flex thinks that it is a place where locks are forged, not picked.
Yeah, no, so it is the same god, but they worship him in like a different form. Instead of the god of manipulation of the locks, they worship him in his aspect as the god of the inventor of locks.
So you cannot even decide the domain of your own deity.
It's the same
The
god.
Same.
It's the same god.
Same.
Same god. Are you guys gonna go now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lock the door on your way out. And he was
You
like,
got it.
Flax explicitly does not lock it.
he lays back down on his chest bed. He is obviously not very comfortable. His bed is a blanket and a pillow on a long steamer trunk. That's it.
Like a blanket and a pillow inside a chest.
What? What? You want to get locked in? No.
Oh, like, it's a priest of the locksmith guy. You could easily get out.
No, there's stuff in there. Remember, he has too much bullshit.
Oh, I thought there were like just multiple chests full of.
Oh no,
random-
There are.
There are. The entire thing is filled with. The entire temple is filled with chests covered in chains and locks. Each one of them full to the brim of just
With
trinkets
bullshit.
and crap.
Flax thinks one of those chests is a mimic. She says as she steps out she says that once she's out of earshot from the guy.
Oh man, I wanted to answer because mimics wouldn't be under the purview. They would be under the purview of Virus. One of
They are
Virus's
technically
children.
some sort of ooze.
Yeah, but they are effective locks.
Mimic would I think the god of mimics would technically be the cross between Virus and Creatio.
E.
You can figure out later.
Creation ooze.
Yeah.
It's an ooze that creates into other stuff.
Well, yeah, because then it turns into an item.
So is our payment going to be once we get home, or do we have to seek out the bastard?
I think we gotta seek out the guy.
I think he's probably gonna be outside our door when we get there.
Probably.
Anyway,
Yeah,
lock
let's
the
just-
door.
Let us just go home and just wait for him to come to
It's also really easy to lock the door. In fact, you don't even have to use the second pick. You can just use the flat bit and just twist it back, and it just locks.
Okay.
Flax finds it's best to waste the time of people you don't like.
Ah,
He
That is
seemed
why
nice
Flax-
enough.
No, not the priest, the old man.
Oh.
Stop for a snack. Yeah, where'd that? Gotta stop for a snack somewhere or something.
We just
Well,
ate.
if you want to get food,
We just ate.
it has been like 3 hours now. You had to cross
Yeah,
town.
but we had good breakfast though.
Yeah, we had a breakfast paid for by the mob.
You are right next to the
The
profession.
beggar's corner.
Well, yes, but also the area of farming, the area of hunting, and the area of sailing. All of
Has
which.
no coin to buy food.
I'm broke.
Well, you should be glad that you were fed
Flax
by a
thinks
nice
we should-
old man.
Flax thinks we should wait until we have coin to buy food and snacks.
Yeah, well, let's go. Can't
Ratthew
stall
digs
any
into his
longer.
backpack and takes out some jerky.
So we head back to the apartment.
Yep. Takes another
Alright.
hour or two back to get back.
Right. So once we're back, Flax wants to start work on. Flax is gonna spend the rest of the day, or until the old man shows up, trying to separate the.
When you
face
get back.
off. Okay.
When you get back, waiting outside your door is R.
Who?
R.
They're-
Oh, the guy that
Yardwolf.
paid for our food.
Yeah.
Randy.
Ah.
His name is AAR or Randy.
Randy?
Ratthew, there's a stranger outside our door. I say as soon as we're within earshot.
Good. Hello,
Listen
Randy.
here, son. Listen here. Okay, whatever. Here you go. Your reward. And he tosses over. That's a convenient sound effect. He tosses over a set of keys to you guys.
Keys?
Yeah.
Really?
What's supposed to do with this? Flax was expecting coin.
You can figure that out yourself. Sorry,
Wait,
wrong voice.
This?
You can figure that out yourself. Listen. You got the joint you wanted.
Oh, bagel joint. Bagel joint.
Yeah. Listen. I know that you've got like a few other plans. That's fine. On the down low, I know a guy I know how to distribute. I know the old man, he doesn't really like working with those types. So I can help if you ever want to, get rid of stuff fast. I can get you in touch with one of the other old men.
Thank you. Flax closes the door in his face.
She
Rathew's
also
still outside.
yeah, she also closed the door in everyone else's face.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
And he's just like talking to Ratthew now. So anyway,
Okay.
kid. How old are you?
Let me look at my notes. I have not filled in any of the notes.
Well, anyway, buddy. And he just like
Oh, description.
he
Have I filled
ruffles.
this age?
He takes your hat off and ruffles the fur on the top of your head. Look, buddy. I want to help you. You want me to help you. We'll all be friends, right? Don't be a stranger.
Sure. Okay.
If you ever need anything, just come to Old R.
Yeah, okay.
He stretches. Alright, well, I've been standing here for like 5 hours, so I'm gonna get going. Have fun, you guys.
I was standing here for 5 hours.
Yeah,
It's better to do.
This is really getting progressively boring.
Well, yeah, the old man didn't want me
You're
to.
still here?
He completely ignores Flax except to give her the finger.
Oh, that was directed to chat. Flax thought you were headed back to the university once the letter was delivered.
You didn't
And,
actually pass by the university stop on the way here. It's on the
When
same
you
train.
have class,
Flax thinks that it's very irresponsible of you as a student to play hooky.
uh,
Why are you not in
go to
class?
school.
You're a child. You should be in school.
and now you guys want me to act like a student. Alright, well, ciao.
Personally, I was homeschooled.
Of course
Well,
you
so is
were.
Flax.
Of course
I
you were.
opened the door and closed the door afterwards.
I went to high school.
What door? You're going into one of the apartments?
Oh wait, we're not
No,
We're
the
in the
hallway.
hallway.
building.
Flax is speaking through a closed door.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna head over to the campus.
Okay. You go back.
Have a good day at school, young girl.
It is now like it's now like 4. You guys got up at 8.
School's over.
She might have like one. They might have like 1 or 2 late classes, but that's it. Anyway.
Oh
Yeah,
boy,
no.
today's the day with the random drug tests. Nah, that's only for people in like band and athletics.
Yeah.
No, that's just for people who are minorities. No, no,
I'll have you know that I am not one, and I had to pee in several cups in school.
I've only had to pee in 1 cup, and that was to get a job. Anyway,
Well, were you in band or some form of sport?
fuck no.
Exactly.
Fuck sports.
For the rest
When you're
of
in
the day-
marching band or some sort of sport in school, that's when you get called
Why
in
is
for
it
random drug
marching band a
tests.
sport? Marching band should count as a sport.
It's a physical activity, so they need to test you for drugs.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you know all those marching band steroids.
Yeah.
So,
Marching band steroid users. It's a real problem.
So I went.
It's
to
a
the
physical
next,
thing.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, what's up?
I
Flax?
really fucked up my back
uh,
in marching band.
Flax
I know it
will
is.
spend the remaining time in the day trying to separate the basalt chunk into the individual chemical
Basalt.
components. So manganese, silicon, oxygen, hydrogen. Well, the hydrogen and oxygen are probably just gonna be
You
stuck
can
in
certainly
water.
try. You can use your alchemist tools. You're gonna have to roll like a few times with alchemist
All right,
tools.
first one. Oh fuck, that's a nat 1.
Yeah, no,
No.
seriously, you get it explodes. Too
Okay.
much pressure on one of your things, it explodes.
Oh yeah, as the
1 sec.
as R leaves and chat leaves, y'all just hear boom and see smoke coming from under the door because y'all are still in the hall.
Flax.
1 sec, I just need to.
Keep opening the door. And
You
peeking
take-
in.
Flax, you take 10 damage.
Oh god, I'm
Opening.
ready.
Yeah. I come back. I go into the room. Flax, did you
Flax.
forget? Oh
Flax
dear.
is just... Flax is fine. Flax has had worse. Flax is just covered in soot and coughing up smoke, and also probably bleeding.
Did you
with
forget
some
to seal the
glasses.
joints with sulfuric acid?
Flax is not using sulfuric acid this time. Flax just had the heat on too high.
Okay, just here you go.
Flax will be
Wow,
fine.
great. Thanks, Dice.
Well,
What happened?
I hope you enjoy minimum healing.
hey, at least considering I'm level 2, that's actually pretty good.
How much healing is
I
that?
could have healed you. I could have healed you for more than what you got hurt.
And instead you
But
got...
instead, I rolled a 1.
Thanks. Flax is going to clean up this mess, and I'm basically gonna spend the rest of the night using mending on what I can salvage.
I was just
From
imagining.
my,
I was just thinking you would pick up Bucket and just set him on the floor. Just be
Oh
like,
no, that's for
"Hey."
chemicals. First I need to fix, the broken glass and any other things that got damaged. Maybe even fix the basalt if it didn't completely dust.
Well,
Uh,
grinding it into a powder would probably be step one.
you know what? That's right. That's true. So I'd probably just. Can you mend a powder into a solid form?
If it's less than, if it's within a foot big, then yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, I guess I'd mend it into a solid form because that's easier than sweeping it up.
Anyway,
So, Flax will be at this for a few hours.
yep. So is that all for the day?
That's all Flax is going to be doing, is just fixing up her alchemist stuff.
Okay.
Well, with mending, it could be just like DM hand wave, but it does say
Yeah.
single breaker tear.
Look, I am just saying that Flax can do it. It just takes a while.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, Flax might have to roll on the wild magic thing for doing
It's a
that
cantrip.
much. No, but it's a lot of magic.
It is a
Oh.
lot. Even for a cantrip, it is quite a bit of
Okay.
magic.
You're doing
So-
it a lot.
Okay, so first let's determine how long I'm going to be at it, and then figure out how many potential wild like how many d20s.
Let's say
I-
that it's shattered into 6 pieces, and you have to seal each seam individually.
Alright, so I need to roll 6 potential. I need to roll 6d6. And if any of them are a 1, then I roll wild magic
Yeah, let's go with that.
for each
Sure.
nat 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Sure.
was close. Oh, there's one nat 1.
Okay.
Alright, let me pull up the wild magic table.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, there was a.
Because
Okay.
it's pinned. So.
Roll that D100.
Is going to be a 46, which is going to be 46. Fuck! Oh,
What
wait, no,
happened?
okay, no, I misread that. So I have dyslexia, and this text is very small. I thought it said fireball. Turns out it says featherfall on yourself. I was about to say.
Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, no, it scared me too.
No, you yelling.
Yeah, no, well, so fall looks like a bee
Boy.
with this
Oh,
tiny
boy.
text.
I mean,
Yeah,
fireball is one of the other things.
I know, that's why I was scared. Fireball is what is fireball?
7.
7?
Yep.
Yes.
Third level fireball centered on yourself.
Yeah, I thought Featherfall said fireball. Okay,
Yeah.
so my wild magic is fine, because I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
don't
you're
plan
fine.
on falling.
You're fine. I might
I'd
make
say
a. Huh?
I would say rolling a nat 1 is the funnest.
What does the nat one do?
For the next minute, you roll at the start of your turn.
Oh, so that's gonna be 10 wild magic rolls.
Yeah.
That's 10 wild magic
At
surges.
some point, I am
a
going
row.
to change the way the wild magic in this universe works a little bit. I'm gonna make my own chart, but I'm gonna have to do that after I do all this other shit, so it'll probably take too long, a while. I'm just mentioning it now. Anyway,
Oh, wild.
Do it over next week.
no. Anyway,
Yes.
no. Anyway, thank you all for listening. If this has been recording this whole time, yes. Okay. Thank you all. I have been the dungeon master or
Check out
game
some
master
of
or
the
whatever.
check out some of the other videos on my channel, such as my the campaign I run, which is every other week at the same time as this one's posted, and also my boyfriend's Twilight Princess playthrough, and by the time this is posted, I should have my blind playthrough of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door up.
Yeah, no, so all that and a bag of chips.
And for any other gaming interests
We're not
wanna see,
responsible for providing a bag of chips. I legally have to say that.
And for any other gaming interests, come on over to the Ruby Dead Queen to rubydeadqueen.twitch.tv.
Anyway,
yeah, and for me, check out twitch.tv/rogue_of_heart.
Anyway, to quickly recap what happened, they stopped using drugs. They had food at a diner. They got given a mission by the mob, and then they went to church.
I think it's
Thank you,
important
everyone.
to clarify that we ran out of drugs rather than stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, but you recovered from doing drugs. You went to a Denny's. Not really, but like a diner.
When was Denny's founded?
I don't know. But that is the kind of diner that you go to after a night of drugs.
Denny's was
Yeah.
founded in 1953. There's no
1953.
Denny's yet.
Yeah, not for
But you
another
get what I
30
mean.
years.
That is the kind of diner you go to after getting drugs.
Yeah.
A Denny's.
You went to a diner. You got given a mission by the mob, and you went to church. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This has
Good
been
night, everybody.
Chalkfee
Good night,
and
everybody.